What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. And today I wanted to talk about my initial experience with the Pokemon series. Not like this isn't a review or anything. This is just a funny story. I don't know if I ever talked about this on TFN. I may have mentioned it once. And this is a little bit like self-deprecating because it kind of shows how... Well, I made that video about how I was terrified of telling people I was a gamer, and this will show you the lengths I went to try and still stick with the hobby. Yeah, let's get into it. So, Pokemon Blue was the first game that I played. This was the one that I put so much time into. Holy crap, I saw it in Nintendo Power, thought it sounded so cool, read the articles that they had on it, all the previews, all the coming soon, everything like that. I got excited for the TV show, but I never really got into it. But as far as the game goes, I thought it was the coolest sounding thing in the world, and I was terrified to tell anybody else that I was wanting to play it. So when it finally came out, I think I was maybe like 12 or 13, maybe something like that. I played this so much. And I had never done this before with any game other than like maybe replaying some other games. But as far as like into one like save file on a game, I'd never put at that point as much time as I had into this. I'm talking like maybe 100 hours or so. You know, and as a 12-year-old, that's a lot of game time. And I played it on my old brick, my initial original Game Boy. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The problem was you had to have somebody to play with in order to collect all 150. I'm not going to get into the fact that they released more of them because I like just the original 150. Once they started talking about doing more, I wasn't into it as much. I've gotten into it again since then, and I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but back then, it was just all about that 150 for me. If I collected all 150, which I eventually did, I was happy. So I didn't know what to do because I didn't know anybody else who had them. I met one kid on the school bus who was like a grade or two below me, who I saw playing his as well, and I think he was playing Red. And I was like, "Oh, dude, would you be willing to maybe trade sometime?" And we never traded because it was, you know, it's like a 10-minute bus ride. You really don't have the time to go over and be like, okay, I need this and this and this. Never saw him at school or outside or anything like that. There just wasn't an opportunity for it, so it's kind of a lost cause. I think we battled one time, like his party against mine. Dude had like, I think, and anybody who knows Pokemon would know this, especially at the time, it was a party of 6. He had, I believe, 5 Mewtwo's at max level, and then a Gengar at like level like 50 something. And he beat my entire party with just his Gengar. Yeah, it just smoked me. And I was like, because I was hoping, well, maybe if I'm nice to this kid and I battle with him, he'll end up trading me some stuff. Nope, never happened. Never did. Here's where the pathetic part comes in. I was so desperate to get them all, and the only way that I could do it would be, well, other than going out and trying to find somebody else who had the game, which I was terrified to do because I didn't want people to look at me and be like, "You play Pokemon? Oh, loser!" Because I was already feeling that way about myself. And this story is not gonna help that at all. So what I did was, I went and I bought Pokemon Red, and then I went through this game and I got all the ones that I needed. However, there was still no way for me to get it all to my single save file. So what did I do? I bought a second Game Boy and a link cable, and I traded with myself. So that's how that happened. And I got them all. I caught all 150. So, but seriously, like nowadays I think it's funny. Back then I was so like ashamed to tell people that I was into this stuff. I'm glad I did it eventually because, you know, it was the only way that I could do it, and I don't want to call it resourceful because all I did was just go spend a bunch of money on a freaking second Game Boy and, you know, another game. I'm glad I still have my boxed copies though, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's my story of how I caught them all in Pokemon Blue. It's because I didn't have any real good friends at the time that I could trade with, so I just did it with myself. So yeah, all right. Until next time, I'd appreciate a subscribe, a like, and all that fun stuff. Thanks again, and keep on gaming.